Howdy there, folks, and happy 4th of July to you. I just want to say, how wild is it that while Japan is doing this to celebrate America's 250th birthday, progressive leftists like the mayor of Buffalo, New York, are raising the Somali flag in defiance or denigration of our Independence Day. And I'm sure that they would say something like, oh no, we're just trying to share in our independence, or some nonsense like that. And all I gotta say is we all see right through what you're trying to do. Everyone is fully aware that the progressive left absolutely despises this nation and everything about it, which is wild because we've got 3+ million foreigners over here right now for the FIFA World Cup from all over the world. And there has been nothing but positive reviews on not only our nation and its amenities, but of the people themselves. And I already talked about this whole FIFA World Cup thing and how much the visitors are enjoying their time here in America. And I had some fool respond and be like, "Oh, but what cities are they enjoying?" As if all of these foreigners are spending all of their time in these blue cities when all one has to do is hop online for about 5 minutes to see that they are in fact exploring the entirety of our nation. They are in rural Arkansas and Alabama. They are visiting middle of nowhere diners and meeting the nicest people of their life, having the best meals of their life over and over and over again. People out in rural parts of the US speaking nothing but its praises. But they're going to go ahead and ignore those videos because it doesn't fit their worldview. And that's maybe the main problem with this progressive leftist malcontent is that they are, despite all of their talk of community and unity, absolutely desperate to compartmentalize everyone in America into their race, gender, culture, whatever group that they can attach them to, and then act as if we must struggle between groups. The fundamental misunderstanding that these leftists have about America is that when you come to America, you are to become American, regardless of race or creed or religion. The thing that you put above all else when you come to America, when you migrate here, is liberty. Not safety, not your God, nothing else. Liberty is the ultimate goal of this experiment that we call the United States of America. And that liberty can only be gained through the unification of the people under that ideal of liberty. Bringing these people here, bringing these Somalians here, and then raising their flag up with the American flag as if it has any place there on our Independence Day or during the celebration of our Independence Day is not a sign of unity. It is an attempt to compartmentalize. It is an attempt to say that we have these other groups and all of these other groups must be individually recognized and celebrated and given whatever goodwill that we may have. And yes, the people, the individuals, when they come over here, sure, absolutely. But their culture, their nation, no. If you have come to America, it is absolutely your responsibility to become American. Now, you can say you're American Somali, you're an American whatever. If you originate from another nation, that is fine with me. But like African American, for my fellow Americans that are black, that have been here ancestrally for 200, 300, 400 years, I'm not calling them African American. I'm not a Mexican American just because I have descendants from Mexico and ultimately probably Spain. I don't call myself Spanish American. My family's been here for 200 years. I'm as American as an American gets, just like black Americans. So I'm not calling them African American. I'm not calling, the kid whose family came here 3 generations ago from Japan, Japanese American. We're all supposed to just be American. Again, our race, color, creed, culture, religion, that is not something that is supposed to factor in or sit on top of the fact that we are one nation under the ideal of liberty. Nothing else. And that's, one of my big one of my big pet peeves with Christians here in America is this is a Christian nation and things like that. And no, but it's not. This is a nation of liberty where you can practice your religion as you see fit, as long as you're not hurting anybody. You want to come here and practice Christianity peacefully. You want to come here and be a Buddhist peacefully. Hell, you want to come here and practice Islam peacefully. Not marrying children and things like that. That's fine. There's a place here for you. But this isn't a Christian nation. This isn't a Muslim nation. This isn't a nation of separate demographics and cultures. This is a nation that is meant to be a melting pot. And people seem to misunderstand this sentiment because they talk about, you get these leftist progressives. Oh, we should be like a salad. Well, the thing about a salad is that each of its constituent parts remain individual. I mean, in essence, you can take the tomatoes and the cucumbers out of your salad piece by piece. You can separate them easily. The idea of a melting pot is one of creating an alloy, of melting together multiple metals to create something stronger, something not easily separated, to create a uniform people, despite our differences going in. So, for the mayor of Buffalo, for all these malcontents on the left that just absolutely hate America, for these fools saying this, the 4th of July is canceled, we're not celebrating. All I can say is you are the problem. Without a doubt. You are the problem. You want to talk about, the elite want to keep us fighting amongst one another. No, it's you on the left, the progressives, the socialists, the communists, that are absolutely desperate to split we the people of America into our constituent demographics so that we can be at each other's throats, so that we can struggle against one another for power. All while saying that we have to fight the elite, the oligarchs. The elite and the oligarchs are the ones funding your leftist organizations that are driving these wedges between communities based on color, creed, culture, whatever other, demographical difference that you can find, gender, whatever it may be. Luckily, though, more and more Americans are waking up to this and realizing what the situation is, realizing that we have an enemy within, and that enemy within is the enemy that it plays and puts on a face of unity and respect and community and all of these other positive things. It's a lie. It's a lie. All that matters here in the United States is liberty. And so long as we can retain that, we can retain the greatness that our nation has ascended to. So, if you're not celebrating 4th of July, leave. If you are, happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. I hope you guys all have fun and stay safe. Don't lose any fingers out there today.